This is the Behind the Line podcast, and this is Pacific Northwest headline news in 3 minutes for Tuesday, March 15th, 2022. Seattle School District students are planning a walkout in the next few days over the lifting of the mask mandate. Yes, that's right. These kids want the mask mandate put back in place. They say not having the mask mandate shows that people don't care about them. What more can be said about this? I think it speaks for itself. The brainwashing in Seattle schools is complete. The mask mandate was lifted on Saturday statewide for indoor spaces, and what I noticed in Seattle yesterday was that about 80% of the people are still wearing masks, mostly cloth masks and those disposable masks, both of which the CDC has told you do absolutely nothing to stop the COVID virus. So why are you still wearing this useless piece of cloth or paper on your face? Why are you walking around by yourself outside with a mask on still? I guess the most basic humans are being identified to us. In what could be construed as a small example of people being tired of the lack of police enforcement of laws, a man was shot Saturday night after he stole a phone from somebody. He had stolen the phone hours earlier, and apparently the victim of the theft and his friend used the phone and tracked its location, found the man, and shot him for stealing the iPhone. But as people become more and more frustrated with the lack of police response in the Seattle and King County area, you're going to see this happening. People are sick of this. And yet another pathetic story from the Washington judicial system. Timothy Pauly, a convicted triple killer, is up for parole March 16th. This guy tied up two people in a bar and shot them in the back of the head and then hung one of the men's wives. He took the two women working in the bar and tied them up with electrical cords, stripped them naked, and tortured them and left them for dead in the tavern's bathroom. And yet, his Department of Corrections, counselor or something, goes on and on about how he's doing so well and has stayed out of trouble and has been a mentor to other prisoners. People like this do not get better. This guy needs to remain behind bars. A former Oregon Department of Corrections male nurse is charged with sexually assaulting 12 female inmates at the state's women's prison, federal prosecutors said Monday. Tony Klein, 37, allegedly assaulted the inmates at the Coffee Creek Correctional Facility from 2016 to 17. He's indicted on 21 counts of depriving the victims of their constitutional right not to be subjected to cruel and unusual punishment. Could face life in prison. Again, our judicial and correctional system at work for you. California Republicans attempted to get a suspension put on the 51-cent a gallon gas tax to give California drivers some relief from the high gas prices, but like Washington state, Democrats voted against the measure, and so it did not pass. Seems insane to me that Democrats in Washington, Oregon, and California just want to pile on the taxes and fees and not bother to give us any kind of relief with skyrocketing inflation and high gas prices. And yet the majority of you people keep voting for these people. Insanity. This has been Pacific Northwest Headline News in 3 minutes. For more, visit BehindTheLinePodcast.com. Thanks for listening.